Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Welcome to the Black Tax. There's an African proverb that says, examine what is said, not who is speaking. Oftentimes, I am presented with contracts, deal points, presentations for my clients who are trying to either create a deal, close a deal, or partner in a deal. And one of the things I tell my clients when I am consulting, if I'm in their business and legal affairs suite, listen to what I am saying because I have an innate ability to see behind what is being said and what is being written. It is one of the many sixth sense that I have developed. I can tell you A, B, and C, and I can figure out what you're trying to do if you're only giving me J, K, L, Z, and M. I have a very good North Star of how to develop, listen, and the ability to understand the minutia from the truth. Example, I'm negotiating a deal with a group of investors. And the group of investors in the beginning were, we're this, we're going to do this, we want to be a part of this. Whatever, you take the lead, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. Then the paperwork came. And what was said and what is on paper are drastically different. So I responded. And my response was, hey, thank you for this opportunity, but as it stands in your current agreement, we are unable to achieve the goals we are necessary or in need of with the rigidness of your terms. I hope that maybe somewhere down the line, we may be able to forge a relationship, but at this moment and at this time, it's not going to work. Best, AKA, fuck off and leave me be. They went back to the client and told the client, damn, did he have to go nuclear? It's not that I went nuclear. I don't want to waste my time. You showed me who you are. I'm going to believe you and I'm going to move forward. Weeks go by. They circle back. They still want to work. No problem. They sent a partnership agreement, which this was never going to be. I then returned their agreement with a joint venture agreement with everything that needed to be in the joint venture agreement that made it equal and neutral. And they then had to make changes where they wanted to make changes. They kept the same shit. The deal was for $20 million, but they keep saying up to $20 million. Which could mean $1 million, $3 million, $5 million, $50,000. And they still want to control the money and they want to be the determinant how the money's being spent. If you don't want to be a part of this deal, then have a great day. So I reviewed the agreement again and I sent my notes. This is not going to work and therefore we are going to pass. The client was like, well, I don't understand. Let me explain to you what's happening. They want to own all the intellectual property rights in this deal because they have another deal somewhere else. They need to have the experience in entertainment and that they've done some things and have some value if they want to acquire or partner with something else. The client was like, well, I don't know if that to be true. 36 hours later, well, we need to decide if we're going to do this deal with you or not because we have another deal that we have to work for and we need to make sure we don't spread ourselves too thin, AKA you're trying to rush our deal because you need this deal to make that deal happen. And without that deal, you can't do this, which means now I have to send a cease and desist letter on behalf of the organization that you can't use any of the material, intellectual property, any of the relationships, contacts, blah, 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 blah. See, the game here is being able to see things that have not been spoken, to see things that have not been said, and be able to pinpoint where the difficulty, the problems, and how we're going to fix it. Everybody wants to be a rainmaker, but not everybody knows how to dance. Not everybody knows how to read rooms. Many people don't understand the importance of listening, reading, coming up with a collective conclusion of what you heard, what you read, and what your gut says. See, I rely on my gut. I listen to it in business. I really need to start listening to it in personal as well, but personal and business are two different things. One is black, one is gray, and you got to kind of play around with it. But I digress. But the reality in this is that when you are building something, regardless if it's a relationship or a business or partnering with somebody, whatever it is, you got to listen to what's being said, not the person who's speaking it. Because oftentimes the big man on campus is telling you what it is, why it is, how it is, and you're all wrapped up in being a part of this individual's facade. But you're not listening to what it is and how you have to be the support system in the continuation of the facade. I don't do that. I have walked away from things and people are still in their feelings about it because without me, they couldn't close because I had what they needed. Without me, they couldn't be the big man on campus. And so I'm an asshole because I wouldn't go along to get along. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. I've downsized my life so that I could have fuck you money. See, fuck you money pisses people off. And most people think fuck you money is, I got all this money, I can walk away whenever I want. But what fuck you money really is that you are able to maintain your lifestyle with the money you make and what you have and not have to overextend yourself and take on shit you don't want to take on. Would I love to be able to go to a 9 to 5? Maybe. But it would have to be a place where my complete skill sets are being used. I am no longer, nor have I ever been, a one-note individual. I think business, legal, marketing, and creative on everything that I do because all four have to communicate with each other and all four intertwine in order to make the widget move forward. Not everybody has that skill set. I can flip back and forth between left brain, right brain. And because I can flip back and forth between right brain and left brain, I also see things. I hear things. I have a better understanding of talking with you, reading what you write, being in your presence, and I formulate the opinion. And when I tell you I have a 99% success rate, know it to be true. Every time I tell somebody not to do something and they do it, they come back to me. Isn't that what I told you was going to happen? Yeah, but isn't that what I told you was going to happen? You have no argument with me. Remember, you have some skill sets that are deeply embedded in you that you don't even realize you have. You have discernment. You have intuition. You have everything you need to succeed. But what happens is instead of our gut and our discernment showing us what it is what it is. Nothing you can change about that is going to change. It's going to be what it is, and what it is what it is. But we allow the excitement to be the story that convinces our discernment and our intuition that what they're hearing is a lie. It ain't. It's the fact. Learn to understand what that discernment and that intuition is. When it don't feel right, motherfucker, it ain't right. And that's your ancestors, your angels, your mind, body, and soul warning you. Run. Remember, you get one shot at life. Don't keep falling on the sword because it sounds good. You know when something don't sit right? And when you do something and it didn't sit right, what happens? You kick yourself when it explodes in your face. Let your discernment and your intuition be your guide. Because one thing's for certain, two things for sure. It will always protect you. Stay woke. We out.